fucking wrecked.
Alright, go.
Welcome to the Imperial Radio, the first broadcast coming to you from the VUSA on the Populace. Yeah, we have me, Ian and Arif, here as your hosts. How are you doing today, Arif?
Greetings, doing as well as always. And right now we also have a special guest, our great special guest that we plan to interview, Emperor Hollyman. Sorry about that, Emperor Hollyman, I forgot your last part. Anyways,
I thought we were going with Supreme Leader, or like Dear Leader. Or like the greatest man who ever lived. We needed to be a little more humble than that.
Well, a humble emperor is a great emperor, so yeah, I forgot about the supreme leader and the voice of the emperor slash the great leader in the whole world, and also the first person who was able to make a party. So congratulations.
I didn't make a party. That was Melissa Rose.
Yeah, that was Melissa Rose.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I only had 3 goals.
Melissa Rose did a beautiful job organizing the congressional elections. She was a woman who got it done.
Oh my goodness! I remember when Melissa Rose was there. I was writing the article, and that time before Melissa Rose was able to get the countries finalized, it was like region 155, 100 missing translation 170. There was so much of stuff, and she had to go through all this stuff. It's interesting that she remembered it by heart, the regions in alphabetical order, the states.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like, that's an impossible job. I just went to a region that was Montana, apparently. I just randomly selected. But still, it's really good of her to be able to do that in an efficient manner.
Oh yeah, hell, when I first joined, I thought I ended up joining Washington, D.C. Hell, is that even a region?
No, we had a choice. We had a choice between D.C. and Puerto Rico, and I couldn't picture myself having a summer. So I picked Puerto Rico.
You could have. Why do you pick Puerto Rico? Is Hawaii in the regions? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. We have Hawaii, and Puerto Rico was chosen because DC doesn't border anything. Puerto Rico does. So, like, if we want to invade someone, I won't name names, but if we want to invade people, Puerto Rico would have been a better choice.
Ah, I see.
That was an interesting conversation that the Emperor Hollyman had. He wants to build concentration camps against anime. Very radical solutions.
That's not something you can prove.
Do you believe that's the final solution?
Did you really make a Holocaust joke on the first show?
Come on, Arif.
Damn it. I didn't mean a Holocaust joke, but no.
First impressions are everything, and that's the joke.
Well, you told you want to discuss about it, so I'm going to run away now.
Here's my 10-second joke then. What do you say about the man caught in a landslide? He's really down to earth.
You're fired. Pack your bags. Clean out your desk. You know, you're permanently court jester. Hang on.
Ooh.
Yay.
Permanently. There you go.
Hey, that is my special title. I put it at the end of my first article. So go ahead, make me court jester. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
I already did it.
Good.
How about we get back on topic and talk about important stuff?
Sure.
Sure. What's your first day as president? What you plan to do? If you want to talk about that.
Well, I was recently told by Clev that I shouldn't be able to declare war right away, which I'm not a big fan of because...
Yeah, I can imagine why.
I wanted to go on a world tour, as you guys know. I wanted to go on a world tour last time Populous launched, but Valcor was there. Valcor was the first president and my best friend. and he talked me out of it. And I'm not a fan of that, and he's not here anymore, so there's no one to talk me out of it. Cody's trying, he's not going to do it.
Let's just look at the live stream chat. Alright, no comments. Never mind. Continue.
Melissa Rose is asking who is talking anyway.
Oh,
Melissa, I'm trying.
I am Halliman.
And I'm Marit. Are you implying... Alright, this is from Melissa Rose. Are you implying Halliman is gay, Bryce? Oh, hi. Oh, never mind. I'll just move on from there. So, what do you think about the future of We Populous, since it's a new rebrand of a game actually right now? So what do you think about it?
So I keep telling Clav that he needs to assign people to be leadership in countries, especially countries that aren't in the game right now. And before today, I thought that was a place that we really needed to improve, but I'm looking at, I'm in a room with the other presidents right now, and Clav has been doing a lot to bring them all in and assigning people to build these communities. So I've got a better feeling now than I did a couple days ago about the future of the game.
I'd like to add my own 2 cents real fast. When it comes to the future of the game, I believe that retention is going to be a very important aspect of it, which is why we should definitely get a welcoming committee started. Like how I PM'd 20 players yesterday in game time, and welcoming them to the game and basically saying, hey, if you have any questions about the game, I'm here to help. I didn't get any responses back yet, so I'm not sure if they even logged back in.
Well, yeah, so I think we should get a welcome. For that, we would need to go down the list and figure out who the friendliest ones are. Like Red Army has always been cool, and that's really the only friendly person I could see. So
Red Army's a cool guy. He's a good soldier in the Legion.
Yep, can't think of anyone else who would fit the being a friendly, welcoming.
Melissa Rose says impeach. What do you think about it?
You can't impeach who's not president yet.
Well, you would be. And one thing, you're the emperor. Everybody calls you the great emperor or the greatest fish on the earth. It was previously the greatest. I think it was the fabulous bachelor in the world. But yeah, interesting title.
It was the most eligible bachelor.
A confirmed bachelor.
That is still true to this day.
All right. But that was another. Oh, right, that was a droid. Okay, never mind. That was a bot. All right.
Halman.
What's up?
Halman, I wanted to ask you, I know your stance on this already, but since you're going to become president, we should let the people know about what are your stances on education for new players. That may sound like a redundant question, but it needs to be asked.
I believe in re-education camps in order to train our new citizens with stuff like, only fight as many times as the hospital allows you to, always fight with guns, join the army, join the party, because the best way to learn it is to join these communities and learn from people who ideally become your friend.
True. I'm working on a tutorial. I'm going to publish it after my first article is done from the top 5.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, that's perfect. And the last version, what I did was I can't remember if I personally wrote it or if I helped edit. But what we did was your first 7 days in Populous.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and so what we did was we wrote out exactly what you should be doing in the first 7 days. Like the first day was get a job because everyone is a lazy bum, and train. And then as the articles went on, we we tried to bring him into like IRC or on the forums, stuff like that.
This is from our great Bryce Kelly. Lazy Burn, sir. Also known as, you are having camps? Oh my goodness, shoot this guy. Well, what's your thoughts on it, Emperor, sir?
On getting shot, I'd rather not get shot. That's really all I have to say about getting shot, is that it's probably not a good experience.
Oh, sorry, I saw it like Lazy Burn. It's actually Lazy Bum. So my eyes is failing.
Microphone test. Microphone test. My Discord just dropped me.
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you, Will.
Copy.
Yeah.
And to answer the question who I'm calling a lazy bum, all the new players who don't have jobs.
Oh, why? So that's why you must get a job and serve the Empire. Or you will be called a lazy bum. Because Harliman is heartless fellow.
Seamus has a question for you, Halman. When do you plan on liberating our neighbors to the south?
How far south?
Like way south.
Like way south? As soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, didn't you want to build a Pan-American empire back in the previous version?
Yes.
I still remember the North American Republic and all that.
Well, yeah, so, like, the title North American Republic kind of limits us to North America. Not a fan of that.
True.
Alright. And now I opened the song request, so if anyone wants to put their song request, please put it on the Imperial Radio chat or on the live stream chat. I'm looking at both of them. So yeah, let's continue from there. Interesting that there are many people who are a bit critical of you. So what do you think about the people who are critical of you? What would you do to them? That's a big question.
I feel like that's a loaded question, and you know the kind of answer I want to give to it.
Okay, you heard that, everyone? Emperor Harliman might do something drastic. So be careful.
All I'll say is, to the people who think I'm bad, or disagree with me, or disagree with my methods, you are wrong.
I'm just pushing buttons to aggravate Harliman or to trigger Harliman, so yeah.
Oh, you want to trigger Halloran? Oh, let me tell you the ways.
That's gonna be interesting. The triggering of Harliman.
Hey, Halloran, what is your stance on a... Oh, hold on. I think my mic cut out.
No, it's fine. Go on.
Halloran, what is your stance on anime? Or anime, as it's pronounced.
I did ask him that, and
I am not a fan.
And he
I am on the
refused to
record. I'm on the record as saying I am not a fan, and that is where I will leave that.
Okay. Okay, I can see Halliman sweating with fury. Most probably suffocating because anime triggers him. So let's move on from that.
Okay, look, yeah, if I got a question for you. Let me ask you, how did you discover Be Populist?
That's not triggering.
It's not. It's not. I just asked you this, that way our people listening can get to know you a little bit better.
Ah, alright.
This is the first episode, after all.
True. Yeah, Harliman, continue answering the question.
Well, a question?
That was directed at you, Arif.
Yeah, he was asking you, Arif.
Oh, he was asking me. Oh, sorry, I got confused. I thought it was Harliman. I joined Be Populous is because there was a particular person called Abraham Lincoln. I don't know if he's here, but yeah, he's the one who just told me, hey, come to Be Populous. And I said, oh, okay, It's a new launch, so I just decided to join in. That's how I got into V Populous. Otherwise,
Are you,
I would have just joined another game, but I'm not going to mention it here because of that. But I am in another game as well. So yeah, that's what.
Okay, now to ask you, Halaman, how did you discover Be Populous?
sorry, I was eating a piece of chocolate. My good friend Alexander Valcor messaged me on Facebook and said, asked me to come help him build a country. And I said no. And then he asked me again a week later, and then I said no. And then he asked again, and then promised that I would never have to run for office and that I could just work in the military, be completely apolitical. And so I said yes. And then a month later, he made me run for president.
Bros, I don't think I would ask that question right now. But if you want, I would. Why is everybody calling you this particular phrase called gay?
They hate us because they ain't us.
Haters gonna hate.
Makes sense. Uh, all right. So what's we going to talk about? Yes, we'll just talk about something random. Right now, we're going into our USA, and you could see one of the interesting parties that just came up. It's called the Imperial Order, and it is serving Harleman or the Emperor's position basically. It serves the Empire, and it protects the integrity of the democratic procedure within the Empire. There is an article called "The Glorious Order of the Empire," written by media director Arit. Well, he's right here on the radio show. Uh, and it talks about the party's goals. It talks about why you should join the party, and it is the first party in the world. A known fact, actually. So just let the pride sink in. Oh,
Well, let me
Bryce,
ask you, Arif. Arif, what is your party's goals? What is the party's stance?
to
I
serve
know
the
it's an article, but I'm going to ask you directly.
to serve the empire and to protect its order from its enemies. There, shortened form of it.
Could have said it better myself.
Oh, and also to embed yourself for empire. So yeah. That's it. Oh, and Koala says, what enemies? Well, whoever the empire declares, the enemy is the enemy. Still, it's kind of new, so we don't know who are our enemies yet. But as soon as, oh, here we go. This is from Emperor Harleman, and he said enemy. So if Emperor Harleman makes a decree that Harleman is illegal or is our enemies, we have to declare as our enemies. But I'm not sure whether we would. Let's see. So yeah, it's basically the will of the empire.
I agree with Melissa Rose. Our purpose is to pick on Howlman as much as humanly possible. Hey, I'm the reason why back in IRC days there was a public executions room. So
We should have one actually. We have
Yeah,
working
I
camps.
can think of a few people who deserve it.
Yeah.
you know what we're lacking? Blackjack and hookers. There, I said it.
Yeah.
I said blackjack and hookers, Bryce.
I think there's a delay.
Oh, I accidentally played the music, so sorry about that. This is from Canvas. As your humble chancellor of our glorious senate, I shall mandate public execution daily. And there's another question which should be interesting. Will you invade Japan if it ever comes around?
I can neither confirm nor deny any plans to invade Japan at this time.
Alright, the Emperor has spoken. He's not going to invade Japan. Or he's not going to
That
confirm his plans to invade Japan yet. Sorry, just to correct it. Um, okay, now the room has low energy. What's going on? You must have the energy, or else you won't be Emperor of Japan. Oh, Triumph!
oh,
You should have the energy to take over the
Oh,
world.
I do have energy, sir. Don't you dare accuse me of not having energy. I was just being freaking polite. I was being polite and letting you guys talk first. So don't you dare say I have no energy.
All right, at least got you up to speed then.
You know, with the first, fuck, I'm stumbling over my words. Oh, my bad. Or is cursing allowed? I come from an Irish family.
you're the censor.
My question for Triumph. How do? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna ask that question because, uh, well, just say how do you feel serving under Harleman? That's the easier, more polite question.
Answer wisely.
Oh my goodness, I can see guns right now. Anyways, Trump, what do you think about it?
Helmet's a good boss. He's not some micromanager, micros every little thing you do. He gives you creative freedom. That's all I could ask for when I work under someone that's a job. At least on a game like this now, if this was real life, then I'd damn well expect a paycheck. Which I know Halleman would never pay.
You're getting paid in experience. You're like an intern.
Oh wow, unpaid intern. Alright, the song request is open again. If anyone has a song request, please post it in the chat. If not, the host will pick a song. A question: who will be the first lady? That's a good question. Who will be the first lady of, or the queen of the United States, the Imperial United States?
I have only had one love in my entire, and she is a wonderful, wonderful mistress, and that would be citizenship and duty. And I am married to the country.
Okay. Well, he's married to the motherland, so that's. I hope that answers your question, Bryce.
Man, everybody's asking softballs today. Come on, hit me with a fastball, someone. Come on, make me think.
All right. Isn't there any alliances that have been created? Because I heard you have a very interesting relationship with Poland. Is there any alliances that you would like to create?
So if people don't know, we have never been really too tight with Poland. In the last version, we were at war with them for a long time, and at one point I don't want to say broke Poland, but they impeached their president 14 times in a row in about 2 weeks. So maybe broke is the right word. But this version, I'm all about new starts. So if Poland wants to talk, I'm here.
All right.
Alvin, I got a question for you.
Sure.
What is your economic policy going to be?
What is my economic policy going to be? I'm going to be honest with you. So in the last version, I was always talking about higher taxes, stuff like that. And that's because of the commune system and the lack of it. We didn't have communes in the last couple versions because people, surprisingly, and this is going to come to a shock to all of our listeners, but Americans don't like to work for free. When in reality, they wouldn't be working for free under the commune system. Under a commune system, if you work for a commune, you get paid higher than you would if you worked for wages. Because when you work for a company, the owner takes out profits and you don't get to see that. That's something that goes to the owner. When you work for a commune, all productivity you make goes to you. And so I posted an article today talking about the new commune.
Here, I'll link it in the chat.
Sure. And so beyond that, I'm open to pretty much any kind of tax system because my main purpose is to have a sustainable army, and I think we have a good way of having people prefer communes over the private economy, and so I don't think that will be an issue this time around.
All right. Okay, this is from Canvas. When we eventually lose to Poland, and where will you be going into? And when will you be going to? Sorry, and where will you be going into exile? Sorry about the question. I can't read properly because my eyes are
I
pinging.
can't think of a single time that I've ever lost at anything. So that's not true. I'm not going into exile.
All right. This is from Bryce. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's a troll thing, but I'm not going to answer that. Bryce. Speaking about the commune system, what do you plan? Is it like Is it like the similar commune system that we had in other types of game, which I cannot mention, or is it a
Right.
new
So
commune system?
we're going to be doing a couple things. So first, we're not just going to be handing out guns for battles. What we're going to do is we're going to give out guns to communers once a week for just their regular pay, their regular productivity pay. But also, we'll be giving out guns to communers for battles. So the weekly drop that we give to communers will be kind of like an investment in our workers or in our army. So they'll be able to use those guns in like training wars or less important battles to get their rank up, to become stronger, do more damage. And the guns that we give them for battles will be the ones that we use to win wars. So if you want to do more damage and if you want to be a tank and get higher rank, joining a commune is the way to do that.
All right. We'll be going to a commercial break. If everybody's okay with the commercial break.
I'm good.
All right. We're going to commercial break and we'll be playing this song. It's called "Breaking Benjamin." Follow. Hope you guys enjoy it.
So what do you guys think about the show so far?
Everything, what I think.
That was Breaking Benjamin Follow. Hope you guys enjoyed this song. This song. We are back to the show.
Hey, everyone.
I really like what Bryce did actually. Bryce Radio.
Alman, what do you guys say about that?
About what?
Bryce renamed radio to Bryce. It's radio. Should I raid the firing squad?
The army is coming after Bryce. The Empire is watching you.
He's no longer blue.
Oh, alright. Well, Bryce, I believe you got demoted from you lost your Heroes of the Empire. And he says, I own
Bryce
you,
is sick.
I own you all. Question for Harliman. When you lost to Augustus' last version, how much did you cry? Oh.
You know, I was perfectly fine. I was.
You cut out, Alman.
Hello?
We can hear you.
I was perfectly fine until I found out Tim voted against me. That one hurt. That one was like her taking a knife, stabbing me in the heart, twisting the knife, and then taking another knife and stabbing me in the heart again.
Quite a beautiful image you painted our minds.
Yeah, she stabbed me in the heart twice.
All right. What are you?
I know some people who would. I know some people would say you don't have a heart to stab, Alman.
Well, that was an accusation. And Bryce told, "Joke's on you. I am a blood." Should have just said I'm blood. Anyways.
No, he's talking about a gang.
Oh, okay.
So are we gonna accept some callers?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Anyone who wants to join the Imperial Radio show, please get in on a general touch, and we will drag you.
In the meantime, do we have something to talk about?
Sure. Anyone got any questions for me?
No. Oh, no one cares. Ooh. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Hallinan with the burns.
Hey, Hallinan.
Yeah, what's up?
At least I'm not you. I take great satisfaction in that fact.
I got a bad feeling about inviting Bryson to the channel.
Well, Bryce is ready for the call. That'll be interesting. Oh, and this is from Cavis. This is for Triumph. What do you do here?
That is a very good question. I want to know the answer to this as well.
Many things. I'm a writer. I write articles. I try to organize people.
He writes the best articles. Tremendous articles. His articles win bigly.
The one thing that I take satisfaction in over Hallinan is that my newspaper is number 2. My first article is number 2, and his is number 3.
Well, we're getting there at least. My article is number 3.
I'm talking about I made the first article in the first newspaper, besides the admins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drag Bryce down.
So hang on. It looks like Koala has a question. He's asking. He's saying communes will lower your tax incomes. How will we avoid bankruptcy? And so, what I would say about that is that the number one expense that a government has, or at least our government has historically had, is buying guns. And so, using communes will lower our tax income, but it will also lower our costs by much more than the tax income. So it will be a net gain for us.
Oh yeah, I still remember my days as Secretary of Defense setting the tender program. But let's not talk about that.
And Koala is talking about the President of the UK wanted to start export companies and like import workers and stuff like that. I think that's a really dumb idea, and I don't think it's going to work. And I think the only way that his country is going to succeed is if he invites more people, if his country grows. He can't just rely on foreign workers, otherwise the country's going to fall.
Hellman has a good point. I agree with Hellman.
True, and then you'll have to face something called PTOs. I'm not sure you can have PTOs in this game, like unlike other games that if you open the floodgates to immigration, it happens generally.
Oh, right. So what Kowal's talking about is exporting like iron or something. So one of the things that I like about the resource distribution is that out of the 7 high iron regions in the world, we border 5. And so Europe is going to need iron because there's only one in Romania and one in Turkey. So I am fairly confident that we'll get our hands on a high iron region, and we'll be able to export that iron to the countries that need it, and that will get us gold.
When Alaman first told me about this, he had the most evil laugh I've ever heard. It was like a mad genius watching his plot unfold.
All right, we can bring Bryce in now.
All right.
You guys want?
Yeah, let's drag him in.
Bryce, you're on the call.
Behave.
You're quiet, dude. I can
Bryce,
barely hear
muted
you.
right now. Oh, hang on, wait. Oh, I had him muted. Okay, there we go.
You have everyone muted, Harvey.
Everyone's annoying, so.
You're quiet, Bryce.
Am I echoing?
Yeah,
Am I echoing?
I can hear you.
You know what? You're a fucking dick.
Did you have a question?
Am I quiet?
No.
Bryce, you gotta pause the broadcast because there's a delay. Okay, I think he's trying to figure it out. So it could be a while.
You know what? You can shut the fuck up, okay? I was like busy because I was trying to transition from my bedroom to downstairs, you know, being a bitch. So
it's probably
you know what? You can fuck off, okay?
moving rooms. Can't imagine.
You know what?
I'm glad someone lives the hard life, so I don't have to.
Hey, Helen, we got a question from Davis.
Okay.
How do you plan to grow the budding American newspaper industry by subsidizing potential newspaper writers such as myself with gold to form their newspapers?
It's 2 gold. All right. If you can't get 2 gold, like you need to. I'm going back to my first point. Get a job, you lazy bum.
I will add something to this, namely that the Ministry of Propaganda will potentially be holding writing contests.
Where you could win gold to reimburse yourself with the 2 gold
At the very least, we will try to recognize significant contributions to American media.
Alright, so there we go. So Bryce, do you have anything else? Do you have
just want to hang out?
No, I don't have anything. You kidding me?
You just came in here to hang out?
I just came in here to act tired or just to irritate you.
Oh.
That's literally all I came in here to do.
You're fired.
Who wants to take him out?
What are you talking?
Oh, the best.
Denied.
Oh my god. This is from KVS. Do you expect us to have gold if I can't reach level 5 until day 3?
I know it's going to be rough for you to not be able to write a paper for 3 days. I know I'm asking a lot, but you know this country is all about shared sacrifice, and sometimes we need to sacrifice 3 days of not being able to write for the greater good of the country.
Alright. Well, that's the answer the Emperor gave. And Bryce is giving in profane criticism towards you. And yeah,
Trav, you're supposed to be my censor and get rid of all the complaints and dissent in the media.
Halleman, you have to file Form A5 and wait 6.9 days for a response. You have 6.9 seconds to fill the form out and submit it to Bureau 6.9, or you must wait 6 to 9 years.
I'm just wondering, imagine just trying to sort out the paperwork in order to censor stuff.
1,
Damn it.
2,
I
3,
knew making it
4,
confusing would be
5, 6, 6.9. Okay, too late.
Too late. This is from Cavius. Heliman, a literal Polish spy. Oh.
I'm not Tanish. Tanish is the one that's the Polish spy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and I was the one that discovered that she was the Polish spy, if you guys remember. So I'm like the spy whisperer. I'm able to figure out who's a spy and who's not.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I've got my eyes on you, Melissa Rose.
Oh yeah, Biddy does have his eyes on her.
Oh my, Melissa Rose, you should grow eyes behind your head now. He might try to do something notorious.
Don't worry, Melissa. Halleman just says that to all of the women who join Be Populous.
Oh, okay.
He, okay, good. It's good that you're not scared of him, Melissa.
Don't be weird.
I'm not being weird. I'm just saying you hit on every girl who's ever come in to Be Populous USA.
Alright, so what else do we have to talk about? Did you talk about the cabinet? We didn't talk about the cabinet. So, dear Emperor, what do you think about the cabinet, and who are the best subjects you choose for the empire?
So for Minister of Foreign Affairs, I chose Master Bacon. He's got experience in the role. He's the former president, and I made the mistake long ago of giving him my phone number so he can reach me pretty much at any time. For Minister of Propaganda, which is kind of like our education media department, I chose Triumph, which he's on thin ice right now, so probably going to replace him. And finally, for defense, I have Cody. Cody is a very good friend of mine. He has experience with the military, with the economic module. He's a member of the V Populous team. And he's actually the one that told me to come back to V Populous this time around.
Oh, alright.
I don't have a vice president. So I've been president 9 times in this game and in the E-Republic. And all 9 times, my vice president has either quit the game during the campaign, at the beginning of the term, sometime in the middle of the term, or right at the end of the term. I have never had a vice president who made it a full term and continued to play the game. Something horrible happens to them real life, or their routine changes, they just quit the game. I don't know if it's me. I don't think that's true. I think it's probably just a curse. I think it's an actual curse. And so I'm just not going to do it anymore. For the last 6 or 7 times, the people I've chosen as my vice president have said, hey, don't worry about a curse. Well, I'll break the curse. And it has never happened. So I'm not falling for that again.
Well, what they say, fool a man once, shame on him. Fool a man twice.
This is from Bryce David. Please let me be your VP. I need to leave the game.
I'm thinking about just using it as like a way to get rid of a player I don't want to talk to. Nominate Master Bacon as my vice president, or someone who's mean to me, like Melissa Rose or something, or like Bryce Kelly. Yeah, you know what? Actually, Bryce, you're my vice president. Congratulations. You're getting a blue name again. Hang on, I'm gonna make you blue again. Roll Heroes of the Empire. There you go, bud. Enjoy the curse.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully, you will not inherit the curse. We'll be watching you, Bryce. If you are able to survive the vice presidency, you get a reward. We don't know what it is yet.
He'll beat the blackjack and hookers.
Um. Alright, so I believe there is a song request from Bryce Kelly. It's called Pass the Ammo by Moon Bandits. We'll play this song if everyone is okay with the commercial break.
Oh yeah.
Alright, play this song. Moonshine Bandits, Pass the Ammo.
There's a storm on the horizon, and my adrenaline's running wild, but I got my brother standing next to me. So praise the Lord and pass the ammo. Stars, stripes, and camo. There's a price to be paid to stay free. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride. Laid up in this bunker, rosary on my neck. I do this for my family and the colors I respect. Ain't forgotten that those cowards took the towers down. You can bet I ain't gon' hesitate to put them in the ground. Clutching on my rifle, ammo by my side. Clutching on my Bible, I do it for my pride. I'm trained to be fearless, I fear the unknown. Give my love to my family and I'll see them when I'm home. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride. Proud of my country, it's the land of the free. Your enemies, my enemies, together we bleed. Your sister, your brother, your cousin, whatever. Your family's my family in the trenches together. Pistol by my side with my rosary beads. Bible by my ammo, man, I hope he's watching me. Overseas, overnight, if I die, I know it's right. Freedom ain't free, pass the ammo, let's ride. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to fight. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to cry. Pass me the ammo, ain't afraid to die. I do it for my family and do it for my pride.
That was Pass the Ammo by Moonshine. Hope you guys enjoyed the very patriotic song that was mentioned. Thank you, Bryce, for that. And now we're back.
Hey, hey.
Melissa Rose says you should play the Emperor's March. Okay, that'll be the next song request. Thank you, Melissa Rose.
We only have 10 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's enough time for a commercial We have important shit posting to do.
Well, we could play the last
Well, Halman,
song.
you're the leader. Lead the way.
Oh, this is a good question. Hollyman should talk about the Senate. So yeah, speak about the Senate.
That is a good one.
I am the Senate.
I am the Senate.
Darth Vader doesn't say that.
He says, he says, I am your father.
That's pretty much all I need to say on that topic.
All right.
No, for real though. The Senate. Yeah, we'll have 14 senators. I assume like less than that because I know Tom Killa says he just wants to donate the Congress gold and doesn't really want to serve, which is fine. But I'll be running the sign-ins and stuff for the very first sign-in because we don't have leadership or anything yet. But after that, the very first thing on the forums that Congress or the Senate will be doing is voting a chancellor. So if you're a senator listening to this and you want to be chancellor, run for chancellor.
Halman, I think you should explain the duties of the chancellor. That way, people know what they're volunteering for.
Sure thing. So the chancellor is going to be first of all, they're going to be the mod of the Senate. Since we kind of limited the rules, we don't have a full constitution. I don't think we're going to do that, just because that is it's just completely unnecessary. It's just going to cause fights, stuff like that. We'll just have
I agree.
basic outline, a couple guidelines of what to do, what not to do. So the role of the chancellor is pretty much up to the specific chancellor. They'll be an advisor to me. They will lead Senate discussions. Something that I always liked in eRepublic was that they did a peer review system, which is they'll do like at the very end of the term they'll send out a Google form where they ask senators to rank other senators on a scale of 1 to 5 to see who the who the best contributors are, and I think that's a good way of holding people accountable. And so if we keep running good candidates, we'll always have a good Senate.
Yeah, I think we should try that for Be Populous, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. All you have to do is take the average of whatever everyone says, and then publish that, I think, in a Senate newspaper, just to show the people who is really out there representing you.
Yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm just looking for stuff to talk about. We talked about the communes. We talked about what did we talk? Yeah, we talked about the cabinet. What else should we talk about right now?
Hold on, Bryce is saying something to me. Bryce, I don't know what you're smoking, but I'm sure there's a market for it, and I can make plenty of money off it.
You said that same thing to me like 20 minutes ago when we were.
Well,
You
Bryce,
need to be original, okay? Stop reusing material.
Hey, as long as it's funny to me, I don't care.
You're almost as worse. You're almost as bad as the weebs that love anime.
no, God.
Hey, Halvin, blow me for all I care.
Well, yeah. Let's move on from there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yes, there is actually so many movements going on. I'm not going to talk about the otakus, but there are a lot coming here. I saw an article recently. Well, many people
I'm sorry, what?
many of these otakus wants to form Japan, so that's going to be really interesting actually.
I want to be on the record as saying I 100% support the creation of the nation Japan. And that's where I'm going to end that sentence.
All right, you hear him. You heard the emperor. What else should we talk about? think that's it to talk about. Ram, do you have anything to talk about that is should be noteworthy?
Not really. I mean, I could talk about the Legion, but
Oh,
That's
the
okay.
army. Yeah, talk about that. I forgot about that as well.
yeah, the Legion is an autonomous unit within the U.S. military. We're our own community within the community in a way. We're a group of friends and associates and other people who are united by one fact, the fact that we want to have fun.
Oh my. Okay. Interesting stuff is happening in the chat.
You say interesting. That's not the word I'd use. I'd say terrorism.
So, small question about the MU. Is it going to function? I know we did talk about the commune, but would the MU have its own? Would the army have its own companies like weapons and all this
Yeah.
stuff?
So we're gonna use the once Congress is formed. The very first thing I'm gonna have to do is donate. First of all, donate the gold that they get from their medals to the Imperial Reserve Bank, which is the themed congressional budget office that we have, and I will link you guys here to see it in all of its glorious glory. And so once they donate the medal gold, we'll get them in, and then we'll have them make a law to donate the country gold to that organization as well. And so once we have the gold, we'll be able to make companies. I don't know if we're going to make an iron company right away because we don't have high iron, but I don't think that will take too long to get. We do have hundreds of guns already ready to go.
All right, that's good to hear. And yeah, already we have 9 soldiers. Sorry, the Legion has 9 soldiers. The Imperial Army has 15 soldiers. So that's the strength of the Imperial Armed Forces. So if you want to be patriotic and if you want to serve your country, join the Imperial Armed Forces today.
If you want to be badass, join the Legion.
Yeah, it's the Legion almost acts like the Marines and the Spec Forces. So yeah, join the Legion if you want the heavy duty stuff. If you want the real challenge.
Well. So let's hold on there. There are no requirements to join any of the units yet.
Yeah.
Because everyone
Exactly.
sucks right now. No one does any damage. So whatever unit you join will have roughly the same resources. So there's no special forces yet. There's no Marines. That'll happen later once we have different people. Like once people, some people are going to miss days of training and fighting. So some people are going to be just naturally do more damage, have more strength, and so they will be the ones we look for to be in the special forces.
All right, and yeah, we're almost to call it a night. But before we call it a night, we'll play Melissa Rose's song request, the Imperial March. I hope it's.
It was nice talking to you guys.
It is indeed. Sorry, what's Triumph? Sorry, I actually got confused with your voice. It is indeed. We'll play this song. It's called the Imperial March. It's the Dark Waiters team that I found. So let's play this. that was the start. That was the Imperial March. Hope you guys enjoyed that song. And wait, is Halima muted or? Okay, his
Yeah.
mic is muted.
No, I'm fine. I'm here. Hello.
Oh, alright, your mic was muted. Anyways, we are
Yeah.
going to call it a night. But as always, the Imperial Radio never ends. It's always evolving, and it's always on. And you must always hear the Imperial Radio as it is the voice of the Emperor. This
Have a
is
good one, people. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay cool, stay awesome, and most of all, stay glorious. This is Triumph signing off.
this alright, the co-host sign off as well, and our special guest.
Bye.
Oh wow. Alright, I'll just do an introduction. The Emperor himself, the greatest, glorious Supreme Raider. Hope you have a great night and see you. Bye.